Good morning. I had a conversation last night about radical feminists. I literally just woke up. So my voice is croaky, and forgive me for my non-put together thoughts. Okay, my conversation was about radical feminists and, well, good Lord, this is already a mess. My conversation was about women who call themselves radical feminists and their refusal to do even the bare minimum for radical feminism. And often what I consider the bare minimum is to stop participating in femininity and beauty. Because I think stopping doing these things is the easiest thing physically. For some, they insist that it's incredibly difficult socially, but it really isn't. Because to cease participating in beauty and femininity is non-action. You just don't pick up the lipstick tube. You just don't buy the high heels. Those are non-actions. In order to participate in beauty and femininity, you have to do things. You have to make purchases. You have to go into the bathroom every morning and cake your face in makeup. You have to buy razors. You have to spend time shaving. Like, stopping participating in beauty and femininity is non-action. It's very simple. You just don't do the things that you used to do that took up your time and your energy and your money. Isn't that better for for you? You have more money and more time and more energy for other things. So, yeah, I think... and of course, people say that socially it's very difficult to stop doing those things because people will look at you, or what will people say? Or you'll go to work and people say, oh my gosh, are you sick? Like, so what is my thing? I've never really understood those arguments. So what? It doesn't really impact you. I mean, as women, we are always being looked at, no matter what we do. So why not do a little bit of rebellion and fighting back in one of the simplest ways possible, but in one of the most impactful ways, not only on yourself, but on the women around you, women and girls around you. How many times have we encountered stories of little girls being like, I didn't know I could be who I was until I saw a woman doing XYZ. You can't be what you can't see, right? So when little girls and young women out there in the world see us not conforming to beauty, not wearing makeup, not doing femininity, but living our lives anyway, that lets them know, oh, not all women have to be this way. Not all women have to do that. Not all women have to be beautiful and have to fall in line. It's important. It's such an easy thing to do, stopping performing femininity and beauty, and it's so important to women and girls in ways that they don't even know it's important. And it bothers me so much when women call themselves radical feminists, fight against these ideas and push back against them, and talk about how they like makeup and they like being feminine and whatever. Like, it's really frustrating because radical feminism, I have said this endless times before, radical feminism has a framework. It has principles, and so many women who call themselves radical feminists are not willing whatsoever to participate in any of those principles. And furthermore, not only are they not willing to participate, they're actively fighting against them. You're not a radical feminist then, and that's fine. If you're not willing to engage in radical feminism, in the principles and the framework of radical feminism, then that's fine. You're not a radical feminist, and leave the radical feminism to those of us who are willing to do radical feminism. Radical feminism is not only a framework with principles, it's also an action. It's a doing action. One needs to do radical feminism. One needs to participate in the principles and actively make changes to her life. It's like the airplane safety demonstration. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. And I think even Terry Strange said in a video years and years ago, this is a paraphrase of her quote, not the exact words, but she said, if you think you're going to be a radical feminist to save other women, you're not. It's about saving yourself. And that is just top notch. So, I don't know. I don't know how many times I can say this, and it doesn't really matter, but it is endlessly frustrating that so-called radical feminists are so against principles and theory and framework and actions of radical feminism because it's what's comfortable to them. Continuing to engage in femininity and patriarchal beauty is comfortable to them. Not rocking the boat is comfortable to them, and I get that. It is comfortable when you just maintain. But that's the problem. Comfortability and stability are not going to help any of us, and especially yourself. A quote from Marianne Williamson really comes to mind. She said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Maintaining the status quo is safe and comfortable and not scary and challenging and unknown. But that's not going to do anything for your own liberation or the liberation of all the women and girls in your life.